Okay, let's start the power electronics lecture. This movie is the supporting lecture of the G30 program, international program in Nagoya University. The, of course, all students will study in the many power electronics analysis and calculation, how to calculate and how to design the power electronics system and each components control systems. But this movie is I will talk about the application. What is the power electronics applications? So G30 program is for our G30 program's target is the automotive application. So this movie is about the power electronic system. This lecture's title is the power electronics, but our application side is the automotive applications. Okay, let's start discussions. And in case of the automotive application, the power electronic system is roughly divided three or four types of the vehicle. Usually the electric car, of course, the electric vehicle or hybrid electric vehicle, EV or hybrid electric vehicle, we call that, and or mild hybrid electric vehicle. Of course, fuel cell based battery is apparent, but the market is very few. So we will roughly divide it these three types. And each vehicle is have the power electronic systems. Usually the horsepower of the vehicle is mainly the engine. Of course, engine explorer and piston down and the rod using rod push the crankshaft and the crankshaft rotate and receive the fly foil and drive shaft and occur the rotating power and driving force occurs. But in case of each vehicle is mainly the force high is the main obtained battery, and the battery is the DC direct current. However, many AC motor require the AC alternating current. So each electric style is the different. So inverter change to the DC to AC. Our target is what is this power conversion systems. And usually this battery is a conventional vehicle is the lead acid battery using only, not for driving force, influence to the driving force, only because of the only the 12 volt. However, in case of the each electric vehicle have the higher battery higher voltage value. Around the lower side is 48 volt, upper side is around 800 volt. Using the higher battery, the voltage value, the inverter operate, and using the rotation, obtain the rotation power and obtain the driving force. And usually the mild hybrid electric vehicle is based in the 48 volt, and the upper side around Mercedes S-Class. Primary hybrid model is based around 120 volt, and upper is Tesla Model 3. Tesla's Model S and Model 3 is around 350 volt, and upper product model is maximum is around 800 volt. This one is Porsche Taycan, you know. That is a pure electric vehicle. The higher, they have the higher lithium batteries, so they can obtain the higher power in the autobahn, and they can achieve the quick charge performance because of the higher power, but too expensive. That's the disadvantage one. Advantage is the higher power and quick charge performance. And of course, many type of the electric vehicle, and each car manufacturers and car companies have each strategy. So they have each many type of the battery. But okay, I'll talk about the next step. This is roughly divided battery and inverter motor, very simple. But the more real one is based lithium battery, usually around, for example, in case of a Tesla. Inverter, and motor. Inverter and motor. And but they require これあれにしよう。48 mild hybrid こっちの方がわかりやすい。48 volt. For example, the Audi SQ7 TDI. This model is the world first model of the mild hybrid electric vehicle. The 48 volt lithium battery based and inverter and motor. Motor output power is around 10 kilowatt. However, each automotive required another accessory part. For example, lighting, some electrical components, navigation system, and the TV, and some rear lamp, fog lamp, and some power windows. Each component is based on only the 12-volt lead acid battery. So usually each type of the electric vehicle have the two batteries. One is the higher voltage battery, and another one is this one, lead acid battery. So they have the 12 volt. But we cannot connect directly because of the difference of each battery value. So we will insert this is the power electronic systems. Power electronics systems. And in case of the Toyota's Japanese very famous car company is Toyota. Toyota's automotive. Toyota's automotive system is around 200 volts, but they have inserted the boost chopper power electronic system, and they require the higher voltage around 今のモデルが違うな。Toyota Prius, the first model, now is the fourth model. First model is around 288 volt. And second model is the inverter side, because before the inverter side is the 500 volt. And third model is 640 volt, 650 volt, and the fourth model is 600 volt, and inverter, motor, output power. Fourth model is 40 kilowatt. This is the DC. Of course, batteries are DC. Higher volt DC, lower volt DC. DC to DC. This one is the DC to DC converter, we call it. DC to DC converter. And this one is, of course, DC to AC. DC to AC inverter. In case of Toyota Prius and Yaris and some Corolla, they have this components, original components. Two additional this DC-DC converter we call the boost chopper. And Volkswagen, Audi, and Porsche, Mercedes, each they have only the battery, inverter, motor, very simple. But we require the additional power electronic system. Is that this one? Because they have the two battery source. Of course, they require the additional 12 volt lead acid battery. In this lecture, our target is this boost DC to DC converter. How to change to the DC to DC. How to change the lower voltage to higher voltage. Power line, power is sometimes flow through like this, sometimes flow through like this. What is this DC converter? And we will discuss this DC converter. I will indicate the real one. Okay. こう消して。This boost chopper is we can indicate this one. モスで書いた方がよかったか。12 volt side, 48 volt side. This area is the boost chopper. This one. This boost chopper is composed of the inductor and capacitor, power capacitors, and power semiconductor system, power semiconductor area. And okay, I will show you the real one. This one is the Audi's power electronic systems. This one. This converter is the Audi SQ7, applying the Audi SQ7. Here you can indicate the Audi SQ7. You can read. And this power electronic system is composed of the inductor, and capacitor. Multi-layer ceramic capacitors. Based on that, this one is the Japanese company's TDK's product one. And a power semiconductor device is located under this inductor side, lower side. It's mounted to the PCB board. Boost chopper is my main component is the inductor and capacitor. In this case, it's a multi-layer capacitor, but conventional one is this is a capacitor, power capacitor, and this one is the inductor, and this one is the power semiconductor. Boost chopper is the composed of each component. Okay. But this real one is the feedback loop, control circuit, and the drive circuit, and connected like this. In case of the power electronic system, we must obtain the constant voltage in the output side. So if you obtain the 48 volt, we must sensing and calculate and power semiconductor driving and switching. If you switching the both input side voltage, input side voltage will be occur to the higher voltage in the output terminal because of the Faraday's law of the inductors. So in this lecture, I will discuss the roughly divided power systems, and I will talk about the control, how to design the control circuit, and additional discussion is that how to drive the power semiconductor devices. This is passive, and how to drive the active power semiconductor devices. This drive circuit. So the next, in case of next lecture, I will talk about the power circuit and how to construct, how to design the inductor and capacitor, and how to control the switching timing. I will talk about that real. But the important thing is the application. Why require the power electronic system? We must run that one. So if you are the researcher or engineering, but you are focused only because of this lecture is the power electronic system. So you tend to focus only the circuit, but we must learn and study the why require this circuit. That is the engineering. In Japan, the engineering means this is the core. In Japan, this letter is this means the engineering. Why this structure engineering? Because if you listen to this movie, I think that you are elite, and you can understand the mathematics and some, for example, the Faraday's law and capacitors. You can and semiconductors operations. That is you are the upper side. You have the upper side knowledge in the society, human society. So you are located here, okay? But general people live in the societies here. But in the engineering means the upper side. You stay the upper side society. But you must connect to the lower side, and you must support to the general people. Okay, so require this one. Okay, using your know-how and knowledge and some this knowledge, using this your knowledge, you support the society, and you must support the society. You must support the many people, and you must support the human future. Okay, this one is our real target. This lecture's target. Okay, okay. Next in the next lecture, please study this power circuit. Okay, see you.